Does the modern world feel like a constant anxiety machine? Are you always overwhelmed by what-ifs, paralyzing yourself before you even begin? Anxiety, overthinking, indecision. This is the silent mental pandemic of the 21st century. We are the most connected generation, yet somehow the most stressed. We have unlimited information, but almost zero inner peace. But what if the ultimate battle-tested antidote to this modern chaos was found not in a new app or a guru, but in a philosophy forged over 2,000 years ago? For 2 millennia, from the Emperor Marcus Aurelius to the slave Epictetus, great minds have used a philosophy called Stoicism to forge an unshakable mind and a fortress of inner calm. These weren't armchair philosophers. They were men who navigated war, plague, political betrayal, and constant uncertainty. They did it by applying 5 non-negotiable ancient rules. In this video, we reveal these 5 ancient Stoic rules that will help you finally quiet the noise, conquer your worries, and start living with profound peace. This is not about being emotionless, it is about being unconquerable. Rule number 1 is the absolute foundation of everything. Get comfortable, grab a notebook, and let's begin. 1. The dichotomy of control, the single most important tool form. This is the bedrock of Stoicism, taught most clearly by Epictetus. Rule 1. Separate what is up to you from what is not. Think about where your anxiety actually comes from. It's almost always derived from investing massive amounts of energy into things that are completely outside your jurisdiction. The unpredictable economy, other people's irrational opinions, the political climate, or the results of an exam you already took. You worry about the outcome, but the outcome is not yours to control. The Stoics tell us, stop worrying about the destination and focus 100% on the journey. Your job is to focus only on your effort, your attitude, your judgments, and your actions. These are the only things that truly belong to you. Seneca taught that true freedom lies in this knowledge. When you stop trying to control the uncontrollable world, you gain absolute control over your inner world. Practical application. When worry strikes, say you're concerned about a major business presentation. Don't focus on winning the client. Focus on making the best presentation possible. You control the preparation, the delivery, the quality of your slides. You do not control the client's mood, their budget, or the competition. Do your best, and then completely surrender the result. This single mindset shift immediately collapses the vast majority of all anxiety. 2. Practice misfortune. Premeditatio Malorum. The anti-fragility tool. This may sound strange, but it is a psychological superpower. Rule 2. Meditate on what you could lose. Stoics called this Premeditatio Malorum, the premeditation of evils. The typical modern approach is to drown out fear with toxic positivity, hoping that by ignoring the worst, it won't happen. The Stoic approach is the opposite. Face the worst now, while the stakes are low. Consciously spend 5 minutes imagining the worst-case scenario, losing your job, the failure of a big project, or a minor health scare. Why? The goal is not to dwell on the negative, but to remove the element of surprise and build mental resilience. As Seneca wrote, we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Our mental picture of catastrophe is always worse than the reality of handling it. Practical application. If you fear being fired, spend time thinking. If I lose my job, what is the absolute worst outcome? I might have to take a less glamorous job for 6 months. I might have to move. I would survive. By mentally surviving the loss, you accomplish 2 powerful things. You instantly appreciate the job you have today, and you realize that you have a plan for when the unforeseen strikes. You turn panic into preparedness. The things you once feared lose their power over you because you've already confronted them mentally. 3. Memento Mori. Acknowledge impermanence. The ultimate priority setter. A profound and essential reminder. Rule 3. Remember that you will die. Memento Mori. We spend our days overthinking minor social slights, scrolling mindlessly, and agonizing over trivial decisions, all because we operate under the delusion of infinite time. This concept serves as the ultimate cure for procrastination and petty worries. When you view your time as the only non-renewable resource you truly possess, The anxiety over minor setbacks or other people's opinions becomes utterly meaningless. Every moment spent overthinking is a moment stolen from action. Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded himself, do everything as if it were the last thing you were doing in your life. Practical application. This is a call to action, not morbidity. Use the concept to triage your life. When you feel yourself trapped in the loop of overthinking, ask, will this matter when I look back on my life from my deathbed? Is this truly the most valuable use of my extremely limited time? This instantly cuts through the noise and forces you to invest your energy in deep work, meaningful relationships, and the virtuous actions that align with your core values. Time is all you have. Stop wasting it on fear. 4. The power of the present action. The end of paralysis. Anxiety is living in the future. Overthinking is living in the past and the future simultaneously. Rule 4. Focus only on the duty immediately before you. The great Stoics understood that the mind is a terrible master, but an excellent servant. When we try to tackle a huge project, our minds race ahead to the 50 future steps, the potential failures, and the exhaustion. This leads to paralysis. The Stoic solution is radical presence. They taught us to view our day not as one vast mountain to climb, but as a series of tiny, manageable steps. When your mind starts to spiral with what's next, or what about yesterday, you pull it back. The technique is simple. Say to yourself, just this one thing. If you're writing, you're just typing the next sentence. If you're cleaning, you're just washing this one plate. If you're exercising, you're just doing this one rep. This technique harnesses your full mental energy onto the one thing you can actually affect right now. You stop seeing the mountain, you only see the next small step. This is how massive progress is made, not by wishing, but by present, focused action. It is the end of both procrastination and obsessive worry. 5. Love your fate, Amor Fati, the ultimate secret to inner peace. This is the ultimate secret, the highest achievement of the Stoic mind. Rule 5. Love your fate, Amor Fati. This is more than just accepting hardship. It is actively loving it and viewing it as necessary for your evolution. Nietzsche, a great admirer of the Stoics, called Amor Fati his formula for human greatness, that one desires nothing to be different. The Stoic knows that difficulty is not a deviation from the plan. It is the plan. Every difficulty, every failure, every rude customer, every illness, they are not obstacles. They are the raw material you need to practice your highest virtues: patience, courage, and wisdom. Without the challenge, you cannot become the best version of yourself. The application. When something unwanted happens, a flight delay, a harsh critique, a lost opportunity, don't default to saying, "Why me?" or "This shouldn't be happening." Instead, consciously say, "Good. This is the perfect opportunity to practice my inner peace. I embrace this challenge because it is forging my character." When you truly love your fate, nothing can shake you. You become unconquerable. These 5 rules: control, practice misfortune, acknowledge impermanence, focus on the present, and love your fate, are your ultimate toolkit against the modern anxiety machine. Remember, Stoicism is not a philosophy to read, it is a philosophy to do. It requires daily repetition. Your challenge: today, choose just one of these rules, perhaps just the dichotomy of control, and apply it consciously every single time anxiety or overthinking tries to creep in. If this wisdom brought you peace, please help others find this ancient path. Like this video, share it with someone who is overthinking, and subscribe to join the Stoic Mindset community for more wisdom. Let us know in the comments, which of the 5 rules will you